Hello, what is up everyone? My name is Kaitonola and we're going to have a Tapu Lele this time. And let's talk about Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is a fairy and psychic. So, you know what to do, right? So let's get started. So the top counter is Shadow Metagross. The damage 5, bulk 5, consistency 2, best moveset is Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash, and let's talk about why. Because the Metagross is a part Steel and Steel resists Psychic and the Fairy as well. So this just all good, and because the Psychic also resists Psychic, so he double resists Psychic. So it's just I'm still not gonna say shut up and use Metagross like the way the Kyurem did, but still, let's talk about the defense right there. So, double resistance to Psychic, the future sight, and not Psy Shock, is a double resistance, and the single resist Moonblast because it's Steel resist Fairy, and then the Focus Blast is a neutral damage. Steel is weak to fighting, but the Psychic resists fighting, so it makes it neutral. So, overall, I'll recommend Shadow Metagross. Like, you could use Mega, which is bam. So let's talk about the Mega Gengar. So the damage 5, bulk 1, consistency 0. So the best moveset is Shadow Claw, Sludge Bomb, or Shadow Ball. It really does not matter. The Sludge Bomb is fast. So what you want to do this time is, like, I'm pretty sure you double move your Gengar by now. So you want to have a Shadow Ball and then the Sludge Bomb, and then towards the end, like when you don't have a lot of HP, you don't have a lot of time left, and then just spam the Sludge Bomb. That's something that you should do. Okay, so Tapu Lele actually has a confusion. Tapu Lele is not like a Mewtwo's confusion, but it's gonna hit him Gengar pretty hard. So if you're gonna go in with a Mega Gengar, and then if Tapu Lele has confusion, it's pretty brutal, to be honest. So let's look at the defense. The future sight Psy Shock is a single weakness because the Gengar is also part Poison, and Poison is weak to Psychic. And the Moonblast is a single resistance because the Poison resists Fairy move. Triple resistance to Focus Blast because the Ghost double resist fighting, and then also the Poison resist fighting. So as long as Tapu Lele has like Focus Blast, it's pretty good. But Mega is not something that you need this time, and then certainly I don't really recommend any Dark Mega this time, like the Mega Houndooms and stuff like that, because they're Dark. Dark is weak to Fairy, okay? So it's still double resist Psychic move, but it's just this time just use Mega Gengar and Metagross, and then that's all you need to do. So okay, and the Mega Gengar is not even like a requirement. Like, I don't really have a lot of energy left, so I don't know, I'm probably not gonna use it. Just probably just a straight up Metagross. And let's look at the regular Metagross. So the damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 2, best moveset is Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash. So the defense is same as the Shadow Metagross. And then if you don't have enough Shadow Metagross, then just use the regular Metagross and it's totally fine, okay? And let's look at the Shadow Mewtwo. So the damage 4, bulk 2, consistency 3, best moveset is Psycho Cut, Shadow Ball. Obviously, you're gonna have to use the Elite Charge TM if you want to get that the Shadow Ball on the Shadow Mewtwo. No, Shadow Mewtwo, yes. So let's look at the defense. The future sight, Psy Shock, single resistance because Psychic resists Psychic, and then the Focus Blast, single resistance because the Psychic resists fighting move, and the Moonblast is a neutral damage. So Shadow Mewtwo will work as well. And let's look at the Mega Bdrill. If you want to use Mega Bdrill, it's fine because it's a free energy. So damage 4, bulk 0, consistency 0, best moveset is Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb. So the Mega Bdrill is something that I don't really recommend because this thing is super fragile. Look at it, the power and potion. I mean, if you're gonna use Mega Bdrill, then I'd rather want you to use Mega Gengar, but you know, it's a free energy, what can I say? So the defense, future sight, Psy Shock is single weakness because it's part Poison, and it's gonna resist Moonblast because it's part Poison, and the double resist Focus Blast because the Poison resists fighting, and then also the Bug resists fighting. So yeah, even when you compare those defense, it's just the Gengar's triple resistance to fighting is much more sexier, and then he hits hard. So yeah. But this time, like I said, Mega is really, you don't really have to have it. And let's look at the Shandy. So the damage 3, bulk 1, consistency 0, best moveset is Hex, Shadow Ball. So like I said, I don't recommend any dog this time. Like, you know, you could still bring in Darkrai and like all that, like Yavatos and like, you know, Mega Houndoom and stuff like that. It does double resist Psychic, but it's just like a Moonblast and Focus Blast, they're weak to it, weak to them. So better just to stick to Metagross and then you know, like a Gengar or like a Ghost. The Tapu Koko was a part electric and electric resist steel. That was the reason why that you couldn't use Metagross, because it was a neutral damage. So, but this time, don't worry about it. Just use Metagross. Okay. Let's look at the defense. The Future Sight Shock neutral damage, Moonblast single resistance, and then the Focus Blast is a double resistance because the Shandy is fire and fire resists fairy. So that's why Shandy will work. And let's look at it, Gertina Origin. So the damage 3, bulk 3, consistency 2, best moveset is Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. So the Future Sight Shock neutral damage, and it's going to be weak to Moonblast because the Dragon is weak to Fairy move, and then double resist Focus Blast because the Ghost double resist Fighting. So yes, Gertina will work as well. And also like Moonblast is really not that difficult to dodge, to be honest, and it's plus it's a 1-bar charge move. So yeah, if you want to, go ahead. And let's look at the Hoopa. So the damage 3, bulk 2, consistency 2, best moveset is Astonish, Shadow Ball. So yes, Hoopa will work. The reason why she will work is the resistance, because the Future Sight Shock single resistance due to the part Psychic, and the Move Blast neutral damage, and the triple resistance to Focus Blast because the Ghost double resist Fighting, and then the Psychic resist Fighting. So yeah, Hoopa okay too. And it's cute. And let's look at the Argo. The damage 3, bulk 2, consistency 2, best moveset is Metal Claw, Iron Head. So if you really have to use the Argo, make sure it has the double steel move, okay? I don't want to see none of those like a Dragon Breath and like Draco Meteor. Like that's just not right. So because he is part of the top counters, because he's part steel, but like I said, if you're gonna use steel, then just use Metagross, okay? So the Future Sight Shock a single resistance because steel resists Psychic, and the Moonblast is a neutral damage because even though he's a part Dragon, weak to Fairy, but the steel resists Fairy, so it makes it a neutral damage, and then the single weakness to Focus Blast. So yeah, the Argo is okay, but like I said, just use Metagross. And let's look at it, Genesect. The damage 3, bulk 2, consistency 4, best moveset is Metal Claw, Magnet Bomb. I do not like Magnet Bomb. I mentioned this before. It's one of those steel moves that I really, absolutely do not like to use. Yeah, so Genesect is just probably just better as a bug than in the steel, to be honest. My personal opinion of it, but you know, like I said, Magnet Bomb is just really difficult to use and I do not enjoy using it. But here's the defense. The Future Sight Shock Psychic move single resistance due to the steel typing, and the Moonblast single resistance because the steel resists Fairy, and then the Focus Blast is a neutral damage because even the steel is weak to Fighting, the bug resists Fighting. So Genesect is okay. Let's look at that Shadow Raikou, okay? So the damage 2, bulk 0, consistency 3, best moveset is Thunder Shock, Shadow Ball. If you've been using Shadow Raikou against the Tornadoes, then it have the Wild Charge, or you could just double move it, keep the Shadow Ball and Wild Charge, you know? Just make sure that it has a Shadow Ball this time, okay? So, but let's look at the defense. Defense is all neutral damage. So he is okay, that's all. I mean, I'm not gonna say he is the best, but if you want to use it, it's fine. Let's look at the Jirachi. So the damage 2, bulk 4, consistency 3, best moveset is Charge Beam, Doom Desire. The Jirachi does use Confusion, but this time you do not want to use Confusion because Tapu Lele is Psychic and Psychic resists Psychic, right? So in that case, you want to use Charge Beam, even the Charge Beam is a horrible move, okay? Because the whole point of doing it is to spam the Doom Desire, because Doom Desire is just simply, it's awesome. It's so good. I love it. So let's look at the defense. So the Future Sight Shock double resistance because the Psychic and Steel they both resist Psychic move, and the Moonblast single resistance because the Steel resists Psychic, and the Focus Blast is a neutral damage. So the Jirachi will work, and it's so small and it's so cute. So I approve. So let's look at the Excadrill. So the damage to bulk 0, consistency 4, best moveset is Metal Claw, Iron Head. So if you've been using Excadrill like against Tapu Koko as a ground, then make sure it has the double steel move, okay? So let's look at the defense. The future sight, Moonblast, Side Shock single resistance, and the Focus Blast is a single resistance. So if you just really don't have option of using any steel, then I guess I say it's okay to use Excadrill, but I'm pretty sure everybody has a Metal Grass, so just use the Metal Grass, okay? And let's look at the Rose Raid. I just wanted to throw some of the like a poison in there. So the damage to bulk 0, consistency 1, best moveset is Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb. The reason why the poison does not work is because poison is weak to psychic. Yes, just like a Gengar. So look at the defense, like a future side shock single weakness, and the Moonblast single resistance, and Focus Blast single resistance. So you can see from the portion right here, and then like a overall, even in a cloudy, she sits on the number 9 slot. So this is why just make the team of Metagross, and then like if you want to use Gengar as lead, that's perfectly fine. That's all you need. Just seriously, this time it's the return of Metagross, okay? So just have the team of Metagross and that's it. And if you don't have full team of Metagross, then that's when you start mixing other counters like that, the way I show you. So okay, no matter what, just stick to Metagross, and if you have a Shadow Metagross, you're good. You're good to go. So it is really the return of Metagross. Like I said, the reason why we couldn't use Metagross last time against Tapu Koko was because he's part electric and electric resists steel. So, but this time we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's just like I said, just have the team of Metagross ready, and then it's gonna be easy peasy. So as usual, please go ahead and check Pokebattler.com/raids, and then you click the raid boss, weather, moveset, and then you get to see more Pokemon. Like I could have talked about like more of the shadows and stuff like that, but just stick to Metagross and you'll be fine, okay? It's just, it has a nice defense, like a Focus Splash, just dodge few, that's it. That's all you need to do. So, and the Mega Gengar is totally optional in my opinion, so. I think Niantic's gonna stop mixing those Therians and those Tapu like back to back, so people won't lose interest. That's how I feel, but we'll see about that. But anyway, well, hopefully this guy will help, and happy raiding everybody. Bye.